Welcome back to the Crypto's Key Conversation. We're going to quickly jump into CoinGecko here. We're sitting at a $2.18 trillion market cap. Seeing a lot of green. We got Bitcoin at a 1.3%, sitting at 43,300. Ethereum's at 3,300. Binance Coin at 490. Tether's Tether. Solana's sitting at 147. Cardano's at 129. XRP sitting at a 77 cents, sitting up 1.2%. DOT sitting at 27.75, Terra's at 81, and so on. Good to see some green in the market. Quickly coming in here, came across John E. Deaton's tweet here when he was responding to CoinDesk's post about Visa joining forces with ConsenSys to help connect central bank digital currency, CBDCs, with traditional finance. Quite interesting because there's been, articles and conversations with Joe Lubin talking about how they don't view, XRP as competitors, yet they're still pursuing what XRP and Ripple are set out to do. He says, remember when Ethereum Joseph tried to convince people he didn't view Ripple or XRP as competitors? So coming over here, he's referencing this article from CoinDesk. It says, Visa partners with ConsenSys to help bridge CBDCs with traditional finance. The payments giant envisions customers eventually being able to use their CBDC-linked Visa card or digital wallet anywhere that Visa is accepted. Payments giant Visa has teamed up with Ethereum scaling firm ConsenSys to help central bank digital currencies networks bridge the gap with traditional financial institutions. Customers will eventually be able to use their CBDC-linked Visa card or digital wallet anywhere that Visa is accepted. If successful, CBDC could expand access to financial services and make government disbursements more efficient, targeted, and secure. That's an attractive proposition for policymakers. According to Joseph Lubin, if you don't see Ripple and XRP as competitors, then why does it seem like you're trying so hard to suppress what they're trying to do? Why does it seem like at every angle you're trying to tarnish and almost destroy the leaps and bounds that they're trying to make? Back in 2018, remember there was an article that came out that was referencing something that Joe Lubin said. And pretty much what he's saying is Ripple isn't really a blockchain technology. It's sort of a payment system. So I don't really consider them a competitor. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, now with this whole so-called Ethereum free pass with the William Hinman speech, and then like all the video footage that's coming out on Twitter of Joe Lubin kind of gloating and talking about all the things that ConsenSys and Ethereum has accomplished and what they're able to do and how they're not securities and just all these things. But then you're quick to turn around and try to tarnish what Ripple and XRP are doing when they're way more transparent than you. It's no secret, what exactly is going on behind the scenes with Ripple and XRP. And it's quite evident that you do see them as competitors because you're trying to tarnish what exactly is going on. And you're not only hurting Ripple, the company, you're hurting all the investors that are invested in XRP and that are invested in Ripple as well. With this lawsuit especially, and the SEC isn't helping the case when they're supposed to be out looking for the best interests of us, the investors, the United States investors. So it's a bunch of craziness going on right now. So coming over here to the next thing here, I just talked about the William Hinman speech, which we call the Ethereum free pass speech. So obviously we have some good news with the SEC must surrender Hinman's email on Ether to Ripple. A federal judge ruled an email containing a draft of the former SEC official speech is not protected by agency privilege. So it's awesome that Ripple has access to, the draft and an email that went out that actually led into the William Hinman speech. There's a lot of other documents, discussions that was considered privileged that Ripple wasn't allowed to obtain, which is unfortunate. But, they got to do what they got to do with what they have. Coming over to the next thing here. Digital asset investor posted this and I thought it was powerful. So he's responding to Gary Gensler's tweet here. He says, enforcement is one of the fundamental pillars in achieving the SEC Gov's mission. One pillar is the policy framework, the law set by Congress and the rules enacted by the commission. But you've also got to examine against those laws and rules and enforce those rules. Digital asset investor said, this is all fine and good if you are enforcing those rules equally, which you're not. You're picking winners and losers and you know it. See, it's no secret. We're not dummies out here. We are seeing it. And it's their own words and their own video footage of those words where they're literally stepping on their own tongues. They're contradicting themselves at every turn. And we see it and it's plain as day. So coming over here, he also posted this here. I forgot where he got this video from, but he says, I agree with Hester Pierce. We need an SEC that is for the people, and that's not Gary Gensler or, SEC Hernley. They're working against crypto and the people. We will vote everyone out of Congress who supports them. So I thought this was a powerful video, and I'm going to play it here.
There's a fear to talk to the SEC because it could be an enforcement action down the road potentially, or it could be exposed what the company is. And so there's a lot of folks who are more hesitant, even though they're good actors, to approach the SEC and to educate them, especially in the DeFi space, because they're afraid of potential enforcement action. What's your message to those companies who have that hesitancy to educate the regulators, especially in this new stuff?
I mean, this is a really difficult area for me because on the one hand, I think it is very important for people to come in and talk to the regulators. Tell us what you're building. Tell us what you're excited about. I want to hear about it. You can bounce your ideas off us, get some ideas about what things you might want to be thinking about. But I mean, I've been very critical of my agency for taking an enforcement first approach, and I think that approach has been continuing. And so, I wish I had a better answer for you. I still recommend, we've got great people on the staff, people who know a lot more about this industry, about this technology than I do. So I still urge you to talk to them, but I also think we really need to put pressure on Washington to say, you know what, you can't just drag us out for 5 years. We've got to build something, or we've got to move on, and you've got to give us an answer. So I think, again, I come back to this theme of the SEC it shouldn't be the regulator dictating downwards. It should be the SEC is a regulator for the people, and so the people should sort of be telling us how they want us to do our job. How strict a regulatory framework do you want us to build? How do you want us to do this? So that's kind of what I'm hoping that we'll get to, but maybe I'm still too much of an idealist.
So it's awesome to hear Hester Pierce say that, because that's truly what we want. We want a level playing field in every aspect. Just have it completely be fair, and let these companies and digital cryptocurrency projects and their companies, let them all compete, and the best and strongest will prevail. So moving on to the last thing here, I came across this tweet by Rob Christina, go by Little's Life and Laughter. You think you can hurt me? I've been holding XRP for 4 years, and I thought this was hilarious. And I kind of like to see, humor and light, in this dark time we're going through with the SEC versus Ripple case and stuff, and especially with the suppression of XRP for so long. But I like that, she had tweeted this, because I kind of feel the same way. It's just like, at this point, like, what can you really do to us? We've been holding strong this entire time. And there's also some funny stuff scrolling down here. It says, XRP definitely has some of the strongest holders I've ever seen. We have taken a beating since 2017, and a whole lot of us are still here. Truly agree. And then this person here tweeted, and planning to hold for 4 more years, ? And laughing. Okay, don't know if that's a jab or if they're trying to just be, hilarious, but I found it hilarious because absolutely, if it takes that long, with, my wife and I having high conviction on Ripple and, XRP's utility and, what the future holds for it, we truly believe we're on the right side of the law, and we're on the right side of history. So it's just a matter of time until this thing really goes. And then it's really going to change the course of our lives. And I believe that, a lot of you out there are going to feel the same way. And think about it like this. When this SEC versus Ripple case, whether it's, finalized by, through litigation or a settlement, once that happens and this thing takes off, there's going to be thousands and thousands of people buying at those higher levels where we're going to start, securing some profit. So just know that when it gets to $8, $10+, there's going to be other people FOMOing in at that point, when we've been accumulating since 11 cents. In people even before that accumulating at lower prices. So this is how I feel personally. I'm going to hold strong. I'm going to accumulate what I can accumulate, knowing that it's just a matter of time for this thing's going to pop. With all that being said, I just quickly wanted to come on here and kind of share kind of what I saw in the market and in the information when it comes to XRP versus Ripple. But with all that being said, stay strong out there. Be safe.